observation. All right, Prannoy. In observations, we were talking about what happens in different areas. Areas of low pressure and areas of high pressure. Prannoy, what happens in areas of low pressure?
Areas of low pressure bring wind, rain, etc.
Ooh, that's awesome. Brings wind, rain in areas of low pressure. What about areas of high pressure?
Areas of high pressure bring sunny, settled weather.
Sunny, settled weather. Wonderful. I want to know, Prannoy, where does the weather come from?
Where does weather come from?
Yeah, where does it come
Weather
from?
comes from the sky above us.
From the sky, exactly. Tell me more about weather.
The three main things that make it happen are the sun, air, and water.
Three main things. You said sun, air, and water. Prannoy, let's talk about air. I want to know, what do you know about air?
One, air is a mixture of invisible gases that surrounds the earth.
Mixture of invisible gases. Tell me more about air.
Two, the gases make up a thick blanket, known as the atmosphere.
So gases are what make up the atmosphere. Awesome. Prannoy, what else do you know about air?
Three, the lower layer of the atmosphere is called the troposphere.
So now we're talking about the troposphere. Wonderful. Prannoy, is there anything else you know about air?
Four, this is where our weather happens.
So you're telling me the weather happens in the troposphere. Is that correct? That's awesome. Wonderful, Prannoy. Great. I want to talk about air pressure. Prannoy, what is air pressure?
Weight of the atmosphere that surrounds us.
And how is it measured? How is air pressure measured?
Air pressure.
So we're talking about air pressure. You told me air pressure is the weight of the atmosphere that surrounds us. How is this air pressure measured?
Also called atmospheric pressure. Measured using barometer and units called millibars.
It's measured using a barometer, and you said it's also called atmospheric pressure. Using a barometer. Wonderful, Prannoy. I want to hear more about air pressure. Can you tell me more about air pressure?
Or barometric pressure.
Let's hear about air pressure. What do you know about air pressure? Can you tell me some basics about air pressure? All right, let's hear about it.
One, it increases as air density increases and lowers as air density lowers.
You're telling me air pressure increases as density increases, and it lowers as air density lowers. Awesome. What else do you know about air pressure?
2. It increases as temperatures increase and lowers as temperatures cool.
Good to know. Tell me more.
3. It increases at lower altitudes and decreases at higher altitudes.
Awesome. So you're telling me altitudes have an impact on air pressure as well. That's awesome. Prannoy, what else do you know about air pressure?
4. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure.
So it moves from high pressure to low pressure. Anything else about air pressure that you would like to tell me? Let's hear it.
5. Air pressure is measured with a weather instrument known as a barometer.
And you're telling me exactly how air pressure is measured through the instrument called a barometer. That's wonderful. Prannoy, I want to keep talking to you about air pressure, but specifically, I want to talk to you about climate. Can we talk about climate together? Prannoy, what is climate?
The general weather pattern for an area.
Wonderful. So Prannoy, you're telling me climate is the general weather pattern for an area. Okay, let's start talking about the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere?
Blanket of gases surrounding our planet.
The blanket of gases surrounding our planet, surrounding the Earth. Prannoy, I know there are different layers. Can you tell me about the layers of the Earth? The layers of the atmosphere?
Troposphere. Weather happens here.
So like you told me before, the troposphere is where the weather happens. Perfect. What's the next layer?
Stratosphere. Planes fly here.
Awesome. So we have the troposphere, the stratosphere. What's next?
Ozone layer. Absorbs harmful radiation.
So the ozone's what absorbs the radiation. Wonderful. What is after the ozone layer? I see you're so excited. Let's keep talking.
Mesosphere. Rockets zoom through here.
The mesosphere is where the rockets zoom through. Awesome. What's after the mesosphere?
Thermosphere. Satellites study weather patterns here.
That's where the weather patterns are studied. Awesome. Any other layers you would like to tell me about?
Exosphere. Space station ISS orbits.
And in the exosphere. You said that's where the space station orbits. Wonderful. I didn't know that. All right, Prannoy, I want to talk to you about greenhouse gases. Tell me what you know about greenhouse gases.
Some gases in the troposphere trap in the heat. They are called greenhouse gases.
All right, and so you're telling me about greenhouse gases. What else do you know about greenhouse gases?
The sun heats the earth. Some heat escapes back into space. The rest is trapped, as it is in a greenhouse.
So that's why they're called greenhouse gases, like you just told me. Trapped like inside a greenhouse. Prannoy, what causes these greenhouse gases? What causes them?
Burning fuel in vehicles and power stations creates more greenhouse gases.
All right. Prannoy, what is a solution? How do you think we can solve the effect of greenhouse gases? What's the solution to that?
Use clean energy like solar power, wind power, water power, and by walking or cycling instead of getting in a car.
Those are perfect examples. So Prannoy, let's talk about clean energy really quickly. Can you give me some examples of clean energy?
Solar panels. Wind turbines. Dams.
Solar panels, wind turbines, and dams. You're telling me these are 3 ways that we can produce clean energy, not having the greenhouse, not doing the greenhouse gases by burning fuel. Is that correct? Awesome. So Pranoy, I have one more question. How do you feel under pressure?
How do you feel under pressure? Thunderbolt and lightning, not at all frightening.
Great job, Pranoy. Awesome work. Thank you for telling me all about your project.